It's a beautiful segue from what Alicia just shared. She offered a really beautiful tool to unleashing your mystical powers. And Christian is here to share with us even more tools. You may have read in his bio description on the flyer, you have some tools right under your nose. Breath. So please give a warm welcome to Christian Minson. And if anyone wants to come take these chairs, either bring them in the back or come sit up front, you're totally welcome. There's plenty of chairs.
And for my presentation, it would be good to find a chair to sit down in, I believe. So thank you for that introduction, Betsy, and greetings to everyone. Namaste. The title of my talk is Tools to Unleash Your Inner Mystic. And Scott earlier defined for us mysticism as that beyond that veil, that mystery beyond the veil. So what is a mystic? A mystic is one who believes and has access to that mystery beyond the veil that's not available to us in our normal intellect and consciousness. So understanding that definition, I'd like to ask you all a question. By a show of hands, how many of you feel like there's a mystic inside of you? Yeah, good. And how many of you would like to access that mystic at a deeper level? Good. And who wants to do it now? All right. So the question is how? How are we going to do this? And in fact, that's the question that has been the course of most of my life, to figure out the answer to that question. And I spent 10 years of my life in an ashram environment, a monastery, as a monk, spending an average of 4.5 hours each day, meditating, finding those techniques to help align the pranic energy to get in touch with that mystical consciousness. It wasn't an easy path, I'd have to say. And to tell you the truth, it wasn't until I left that path and became a breathwork trainer that I realized the cosmic joke that the divine has been playing on all of us. And like Betsy said, it's that access to that mystical consciousness lies right underneath our noses. It is our breath. Our breath is the tool to help us access that inner mystic. As Paramahansa Yogananda says, the breath is the cord that ties the soul to the flesh. Dr. Andrew Weil said that the breath is the movement of the spirit in the body. And Michael Bernard Beckwith of the Agape movement said, the breath is our biological reminder of who we are and whose we are. He's always got the good ones. So the breath is that tool. Now, some of you might be saying, well, hey, I breathe already, and I'm not feeling any more mystical or accessing that consciousness. So what's up with that? And to answer that question, I'd like to draw an analogy. Now, probably most of us have drank wine in our lives. So, what's it like when you drink one glass of wine?
Enjoyable.
Yeah, enjoyable. Nothing, a lot happens. It's a little more relaxed, a little more free maybe, but not a lot different. But if you were to drink 2 glasses, or 3, or maybe 5 or 6, then what's going to happen? Right?
No idea. Never drank that
Party on, Wayne. Your consciousness is going to change, right? And maybe with wine, not for the better. But draw the parallel back to our breath. And the normal everyday breathing that we're doing is like drinking that 1 glass of wine. It's not changing our consciousness all that much. If we want to get into that mystical consciousness, we have to imbibe enough oxygen, enough pranic energy that is equivalent to those 5 or 6 glasses of wine. And this created the birth of what we call conscious breathing techniques. Conscious breathing techniques, like the one I teach, transformational breath, are designed to help us intake abundant amounts of oxygen and pranic energy in a short period of time so that we really build that energetic container to access those mystical conscious states. So who's ready to do it?
Yeah.
All right, so with the time I got left, this is going to be more experiential than talking at you. I want to say 2 caveats here. First of all, when we go on these journeys, normally it's about an hour long or longer. We've got about 10 minutes to really dive in deep, but it can be done if we create that container. The other thing is that this energy that we're working with is intelligent. And as such, if there's anything, if it perceives anything that's in the way of our path towards that consciousness, that mystic consciousness, it's going to spend time clearing that out of the way. Now, most of the blocks that we find are usually emotional repressions or suppressions. So it's possible that you might have an emotional release or emotional experience during this process. So if that concerns you at all, consider how much you want to dive into this next portion. But for the rest of us, we're ready to begin. So what I'd say is sit up in a way that you're comfortable in your chair, close your eyes, and first we're just going to take a deep breath and exhale with the sound ah, just to let us go. So deep breath in. Excellent. I can always tell how ready the crowd is by how willing they are to just let that out. You guys are ready to go. All right. So we're trying to shift our consciousness. So we're going to do things differently than we normally do. We normally breathe through our nose. So I'm going to ask you to open your mouth and start breathing through the mouth. Just nice, full breaths through the mouth. Now when we traverse on this journey of conscious breathing, there's 3 things that I'll touch upon. That's rhythm, relaxation, and receiving. So rhythm is the first thing we want to focus on. Breathing in a rhythmic flow, in and out, ideally a little bit faster than you're normally used to breathing. So let that rhythm take over your consciousness. It's actually the rhythm that allows for the physiological changes of stress reduction and blood pressure reduction, heart, normalizing your heartbeat. It's all part of the rhythm of breath. Now, as you continue to breathe in this rhythmic flow, the next portion is to relax into your breath. Let go. This is not an effortful practice. It's a practice of allowing. So you're staying in that rhythm, but you're doing it in a relaxed manner. Ease and grace. I invite ease and grace into my life. Excellent. Continue to breathe. You might start to feel a little bit dizzy. Feel some tingling in your body. Whatever sensations, whatever feelings arise, just allow them to be there and continue to breathe more deeply into them. So we're breathing in rhythm. We're breathing in a relaxed manner. The next next stage is to receive more oxygen with each breath we take. Again, we're still remaining relaxed, we're still remaining rhythmic, but now we're increasing the volume of our breath, little by little, breath by breath. It's safe to breathe. It's safe to be in my body. I allow all sensations to move through me without impedance. Continue to work up that life force energy. You may feel some tingling going on. You may feel some strange body sensations. It's again, just allow yourself to be present to those. And the emotions that arise, they are there to be clear, to be moved, so that you have a straight shot, a clear path to that mystical consciousness. Some of you might be feeling some things that are a little intense. We have a way to clear that intensity by making some vocalized sound, toning we call it. So why don't we do that all together as a group? So take a deep breath in Toning is available anytime you need it. Allow yourself to move. Letting that breath just flow. Feels good. Any energies that are coming my way. Keeping that rhythm alive, flowing, effortless. I embody my mystical self. Embraced in my being. In and out, just keep breathing, keep going deeper. Safe to feel any sensations arising. Safe to feel any feelings. Just a little bit longer, so redouble your efforts. Taking back into your rhythm. Allowing yourself to taste that life force energy. The clean sensation of oxygen in your power. invite you, if you so choose, to take as deep an inhale as you possibly can, holding that breath at the top of your lungs for as long as it's comfortable for you. Holding on to that breath, feeling that life force locked in your body. Every cell, fiber, and tissue tingling with that life. Feeling that energizing you, opening you to greater depths of awareness, greater understanding. Whenever it's right for you, you let that breath go. Come back. State, quiet awareness. Maybe just bringing the energy back to the collective awareness by taking a deep breath and just a gentle tone altogether. Noticing perhaps something you haven't noticed before. How the room is slightly different, perhaps a little brighter. Perhaps you can hear a little bit more acutely. I'd like to just ask, how many of you felt energy moving in the course of that session? How many of you felt emotions arise in some? How many of you would like to do this again and even longer session? All right, well, you're in luck because 2 Saturdays from now, I'll be here at Eve doing just that, hosting an event called Mystic Medicine Ceremony, where we will take ourselves on this journey to greater depths. And as a parting gift, if you want to go to the back table and give me your name and email address, I'll send you an MP3 file of a guided 5-minute breath session called 100 Breaths to Joy, which you can do on a daily basis and continue to cultivate that joy with me. Thank you very much.